What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to be looking at Red Dead Redemption 2, but this time we're going to be doing it on ultra-wide 3440 by 1440. So, we got everything set up. Pretty easy to do on this because this is my normal freaking setup for the laptop. This is how it always sits and looks when it's just sitting there and I'm not doing videos on it. But anyway, let's get on and look into some settings. So, I ran into a really weird snag that I don't know why it's happening, but when I go to do my screen recording, normally I'll hit Windows key G, which makes the game bar pop up, and then I'll start my recording, right? But when I do that, it just flashes like that, doesn't do anything, doesn't let me move, and then the game just glitches out if I try it too many times. Alright, well, it's not going to glitch out, but it just doesn't work. I have no idea what its problem is, so figured now we're going to have to do the entire video for ultra-wide on camera, which is kind of lame. But yeah, I guess let's go over the settings for low real fast. Okay, so real quick, let's just go look over the settings real quick. Again, I have no idea why. It works just fine recording on the laptop itself, but now that I've hooked it up to the external monitor it's always hooked up to, now it has a problem all of a sudden. It says that it's not supported. Go to full screen mode, maybe that'll do the trick. But anyway, there's our settings we're going to start off with, just on low. So now we're going to go over on a quick benchmark. So the benchmark just got done running for low, and we got a minimum of 87, a maximum of 149, with an average of 124. So with that, I'd say we can get into some gameplay. So here we are in gameplay already. Of course, all we can do this time around is camera recorded gameplay because for whatever reason, it won't let me use Windows recording software anymore. So hopefully it doesn't do this for all the resolutions. I know it sounds weird for me to say that, but I always do 3440 by 1440 first because it's right where my laptop sits all the time. It's the easiest one to do. And then I'll move over to 1440p and then 4K before I bother setting it back up into its home. So that's usually how I do stuff. So I'm hoping those two at least let me do this normally, but if not, I'd still apologize. This is not the kind of video I wanted to do. It makes it look like cheap and not as good work as I can do, but I can't force it to work if it's not going to work. So I know a lot of people want to know how this game runs, so we're going to go back to old school for a second and just see how it runs with just camera, at least for ultra-wide, and we can hope and pray that it works, that this Windows recording software will allow me to record for 1440p and 4K. Though I will say it's going to make editing this a lot easier, but I'm not doing this for easiness. I mean, it's not that hard to do some voiceovers real quick. Takes more time, yes, but it's not like it's hard. It's just extra time and work. And I don't mind putting in extra time and work to make this YouTube channel grow. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. I guess that guy's not doing so hot. Wonder if that's an omen of people shooting him down the road or something up here. But since we're only doing camera recording gameplay, I'm going to try to stick to the 2-minute mark and not make this video too long, because I don't want to force you guys to watch nothing but gameplay for 45 minutes. Just camera, you know? So, let's move on. Okay. So now we're going to do medium, so let's just quickly look over the medium settings before we do the benchmark. And there we go, to the bottom, because we're not doing advanced on this video. So now let's move on to do a benchmark. Benchmark just got done running. We got a minimum of 81, a maximum of 125, with an average of 104. And with that, let's go see how it does in an actual game. Well, alrighty, time for a little bit of medium gameplay. I always say camera, but that's all we're doing, so it seems a little redundant to keep saying camera gameplay over and over again, like I usually do, but at the very least, the way we can look at it is you guys can just see performance for what it is. Did you guys see a bunch of red lights out in there? The hell is going on in that swamp? I ain't messing with that. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled video. Just keep on running around here for a little while. Oh, there goes a guy canoeing. Where else can we go? I guess let's go this way. Alright, now let's go change up the graphics settings. So, now let's go look at the high settings real fast. Alright, and now let's just get into some benchmark. Okay, so benchmark just got done running for high now. And we got a minimum of 61, a maximum of 126, with an average of 87. So now why don't we just go in and get some gameplay in. Here we go, high gameplay. Apparently I am in the Scarlet Meadows. And over the bridge we go. Huh. Now we are definitely on the swamp. There's really nowhere to go half the time, so if a train comes, you're just kind of screwed. He's fishing. There was some wild hogs. Hey, I'm back to St. Denis. And there we go. Now let's move on to the next graphics setting. Now let's just have a quick look at the ultra settings here. And there we go, that's the end. So now let's run a quick benchmark. So benchmark just got done and we got a minimum of 32, a maximum of 102, and an average of 61. So why don't we just go see how it plays? Well, alright, we're in game now. We're on Ultra. Get on our horse here. And we'll head back out of town. Maybe. There we go. Figure there's gotta be a way to get out from there. Alright, well at the moment we seem to be just barely hovering right around the 60 FPS mark. And back into the jungle we go. Bunch of hogs. Alright, we're around the outskirts of St. Denis now. Oh, that's a wall. Okay, now let's go and check out all the anti-aliasing settings like we did in the first video. Okay, so we'll start with TAA on high, so we're just gonna very quickly go through all of these settings. They're just all on ultra like they were, and here we go. TAA is on high, so let's go run a quick benchmark and get into gameplay. Benchmark's all done running, so with TAA on high, which is maxed out, we got 42 minimum, 67 max, and we averaged 59. So let's go get like a minute or so of gameplay. So now we're just going to do a teensy amount of gameplay with TAA max. It doesn't seem to really matter too much, but did it in the other video, so I figured just to keep things the same, other than the dang blasted being able to actually do screen recording. Still don't know what's up with that, and all I can do is hope it doesn't do that to all the resolutions. But I'll still do all of the... if that is the case, though, I'll still make the videos, just 'cause I'm sure people are interested in how this game runs. It won't be quite the same as the rest of my videos if that's the case, but people will still get to see how many FPS it gets. Okay, that should be about enough. Now let's go mess with the MSAA. Here's what we got with MSAA on 2x, so I would probably not recommend running any MSAA on ultra wide, and if you do, definitely don't do it with it on ultra. That is apparently does not equal a good time, unless you're okay with 41 FPS. Some people are. Not me though. Anyway, let's go get a little bit of gameplay though. Now for a little MSAA2x gameplay. Just start running through the woods, I guess. Yeah, let's not go in the water with the horse. We'll probably just get eaten by crocodiles. Ow. Alright, I'd say that's good enough. Let's move on to the next MSAA. Alright, just gonna quickly look at the settings. They're basically the same as they were, except for this guy, we cranked him all the way up to 4x, so now why don't we go see how it does in a benchmark. So here's what the benchmark got with 4x MSAA. We got a minimum of 17, a maximum of 75, and an average of 33. So now let's go and see this awesome 30 FPS that we're gonna get and some gameplay. Well, here we go with some camera gameplay. Let's get on our horse. Like I thought, yeah, we're getting about 30 FPS. Just in case this pig tries to attack us. Alright, good. He's gonna run. Good. I'm gonna run that way too. Hey, I found a road. What do you know? Well, alright. I'd say that's about it. So why don't we just wrap this video on up? Well, that's just about it for this video. And again, I do apologize for the just doing nothing but camera recorded gameplay. I wanted to do screen recorded gameplay, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't meant to be. But hopefully you guys still got to see how it ran, and hopefully you still enjoyed the video. Hopefully none of the other resolutions do that. I guess we'll find out soon. But anyway, till the next video, peace out, guys.